Hi everyone, a very good morning and welcome back to the Mangalam University. We are back again with another session of a webinar where we shall talk to you about your future that you can have with us. And today, as a moderator, we have our amazing faculty, Dr. Meenakshi Gujral. She is an associate professor in the School of Management and Commerce and brings in a lot of international experience. And with that, we have the team of Ematicus with us. So on to you, ma'am, and have an amazing session.
Thank you, Jyoti ma'am. I think that's a very good morning to everybody. I'm super excited to be with all of you for the next 1 hour. And as ma'am has already introduced me, I'm Dr. Meenakshi Gujral, an associate professor at School of Management and Commerce. And I hold 17 years of experience, both nationally and internationally, having worked with a lot of universities abroad as well as in India. Now I'm here with Mangalam University at your services. So today, webinar is really very exciting and it's going to be, power packed, particularly because we have got two very well-known, professionals, very well-accomplished professionals, and they're pioneers in the field of digital marketing. So we all know that, marketing is an area where one can experience their own ideas. However, digital marketing or digital advertising is a thriving industry, not just in India, but globally. So growth rate of digital economy, if we see, it's 10 times that of a traditional economy. And the size of companies conducting businesses online is almost twice that of a conventional economy. It is estimated that by 2025, every company in the world, including India, will have a place on the internet, opening up many career opportunities. And this is going to be an area in the progress. Now, with this rapid development of technology, we all knew there is a need for continuously develop our digital marketing skills to develop our career further. Now, in this vision of increased growth in digital economy, we at Mangalam University provide our students with a very specialization in digital marketing, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. BBA and MBA is transacted to students with an academic support of Ematicus Learning Private Limited. Now, there's a lot of exciting discussions coming up in the webinar, and I'm not going to hold you for very long to meet the very dynamic professionals. And I really want each one of you to stay in tune with us to learn more about this exciting journey in the digital marketing space. We will know what is Ematicus Learning Private Limited and how, along with Mangalam University, it is going to give you a cutting edge, to each student who is with Mangalam University to compete globally. And we're very delighted to have two of the very well-accomplished professionals with us. As I said, they are the pioneers in the field of digital marketing. And on behalf of Mangalam University, I welcome you both. I welcome both the esteemed industry experts from Ematicus Learning Private Limited. Firstly, I introduce Mr. Mehul Raja. He's a Chief Marketing Officer at Ematicus Learning Private Limited. And we also have with us joining in Mr. Ahmed Khalid. He's a Senior Vice President and Head Academic Alliance with Ematicus Limited Private Limited. So we first get to hear from Mr. Mehul. Very warm welcome to you, sir. And just to shortly introduce him, he's a digital strategist, business head, and edtech, and of course, a marketing strategist, a very well accomplished, innovative, and a goal-driven marketing professional, having years of experience, close to 18 years, with a leading organization across education, telecom, and BSFI verticals. He is an entrepreneur, leader, experience in fast-paced startup environments, a very well recognized for performance and award winner in each of the organizations that he has worked for, a strategic developer and a professional with demonstrated success in the facets of marketing, digital, brand communication, growth marketing, demand generation, and brand management, to name few. So I would not hold him back a lot, long to interact with each one of you. And I'm pretty sure that you are more excited to hear from him. So over to Mr. Mehul Raja. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction. I'm really grateful to you. and to KR Mangalam University for inviting me for this webinar. Just a quick anecdote before we get into the actual presentation, everyone. I have been associated with digital marketing since the time there was something called as Orkut in this world. I don't know how many of you guys know, that is way back in 2002, when there was a social media channel called Orkut, which was more of a chat box with some picture upload capabilities, right? And it was started by none other than Alphabet, which you all know by the name of Google's key mother brand or mother organization, right? So it shut down, of course, within about 2.5 years. But that time also, I have run a few ads on Orkut. So it is that time when I got to know about digital marketing as a first time, right? So that's almost about 21 years back when I was working with Citibank. But yes, we've come far ahead now, and I'll take you through some of the key factoids which will help you understand why and what has changed also. Not taking much time, I'll just quickly share my screen. Let me know if it is the presentation visible. Sorry, I'll just share my entire screen so that it's easy to visualize also. All right. Is my screen visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, super. So once again, we go through something very core and something very wonderful about digital marketing, including some factoids and some opportunities, which is why we are out here, to understand the career prospects, to understand the future of digital marketing. So let's understand why digital marketing, first of all. So today, everyone in this world is aware of what is internet, right? And close to 78% of the world's population, which is about 6 billion people in the world today, are aware of internet, and they are accessing it in some way or the other, once at least in a day in their life. Why digital marketing? And this is important for you guys. One, of course, it is having a much wider reach today, much more than even television. So I don't know if you guys are aware or not. Today, digital marketing is almost at par with television reach across the globes, even in smaller cities of the world, in states or continents like Africa. It's that much more powerful. It gives a lot of opportunity for targeted advertising, very cost-effective, measurable. It has a lot of flexibility because, I don't know, today I feel that if I want to target maybe a Mehul who is living in a city like Udaipur, for example, who is following education as an interest, I can target that one person only also via digital, which is not possible in any other medium. So that's the power. And of course, it is data driven, and hence it is measurable. We'll go through these points a bit more further in the slides. But it's important to know why digital marketing has become suddenly so much powerful. A quick factor again out here, TV took about 68 years to penetrate into 60 to 70% of the world's households. Digital marketing took less than 15 years. It's that powerful. I want you to answer a few questions, even if it is not accurate, it's fine. But I want you to just let me know. Can anyone tell me out here? You can write it in the chat box. How many videos are viewed on TikTok in 1 minute? Or how many searches on Google every minute? Or how many photos and videos are shared in Instagram in 1 minute? And how many people are active on LinkedIn every day? Answer any or all of these questions in the chat box. 1 minute, how many videos on TikTok? 1 minute, how many searches? 1 minute, how many photos and videos on Instagram? Every day, how many people are active on LinkedIn? Anyone on chat box? Okay, anyways, we'll move ahead quickly in the interest of time. Let's see. First question, how many videos are viewed on TikTok in 1 minute? 16.7 crore videos are viewed every minute on TikTok. Imagine how many in a day. Imagine how many in a month. 5.9 million, which is 59 lakh searches happen on Google every minute. Every minute, there are 59 lakh people who are searching on internet for some question or the other every minute on Google. Let's go to our favorite platform, Instagram. 66,000 photos and videos are shared every minute on Instagram, which is 9.5 crore photos and videos shared every day. LinkedIn, there are 21,000 people active and 4 crore people apply for jobs on LinkedIn every month. Imagine, we are talking about crores in number out here on digital. Anyone of you think that it is so much big? It's that powerful. Now let us understand some more things. Today, digital is always in campaign planning by all top companies in the world. Why? Because 49% of the customers check online before a purchase decision. Even for a small thing like a jeans from a branded company, be it Levi's, Pepe, or anything, people search online once. 49% of the people. In India, this is 49%, by the way. Globally, it is 68%. It's that big. People use tools, all these companies, they use tools like marketing automation, web analytics, social media platforms. So what is happening is every company in the world is including digital India platforms, which means there is a requirement of a digital marketer in every company in this world now. Let us understand a few numbers. In India, the mobile penetration today, mobile phone penetration is at 87.68%. 88% of the people are going to be reaching, are going to be using mobile by 2029. But today also, it is about 80%. So imagine 80% of India's population is using mobile, right? By the year 2029, it's going to be 87.68%. Almost every person in India is going to be accessing mobile, and internet is going to be in about 75% of the mobile phones in India by the next year end, thanks to our own big daddy of data, Jio. Jio has broken all the records in internet. And because of that, the penetration of internet has grown exponentially in India. Again, one more reason why digital marketing has become so much more important as a skill. Skill for a job guy, skill for someone who's looking to start a business, skill for someone who would like to know what will happen in the world beyond 2025. It's become a requirement for everyone. That's the importance of digital marketing. Let's understand a quick difference, not too much of time, but we all know this particular G, this F, this particular logo of a camera, this particular bird, this particular IN, they are all logos of top digital brands, right? On the right side, the television, the normal letter, the newspaper, the book, all that, those are icons, something which is traditional marketing. So this is the core difference between the digital marketing tools and traditional marketing tools or channels. On digital, the target audience is much wider. As I told you earlier, it has got more reach, even in smaller cities of Africa, right? It is on a global scale, and yet you can target a person in a particular city who has a certain type of interest. And your cost can be as low as 25 to 30 rupees. Compared to that, I'll give you one anecdote again out here. One ad on IPL. Can you guess one 30-second ad on IPL, how much does it cost? A wild guess? It's 25 lakh rupees on an IPL final, one advertisement. Imagine. And that same, you can even get it for as low as 50 or 100 rupees on digital for targeting one specific person, right? Or one specific type of person. So it's that much cost effective and measurable, and it can reach thousands of people at a smaller budget. In that 25 lakh, some of the companies run their entire year's budget. And here on IPL, you are having one 30-second ad. 30-second sub gayab. It's that much more different. Results, of course, they are measurable. Chances to go viral. Digital, yes. The power of internet. Traditional media, there is very less chance of going viral. Communication can have it engaging. Today, even right now, as we speak, you guys can talk to me on chat. I can talk to you out here. I can also respond to chat. It's a two-way communication and more chance for customer engagement. The same is possible for all these channels above, be it Facebook, Insta, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere. On the traditional media, it's always one way. What you want to say, you say, you'll not be able to hear the customer. You cannot hear the customer what he's trying to say. You cannot interact. You cannot answer. Hence, the possibility of engaging and converting a customer is far lesser on traditional media, far lesser in terms of control. It can be controlled as far as what you want to communicate, but to get the outcomes, that's not controllable. And of course, trust level remains high. This is one smaller but negative aspect of digital media, because there's a lot of negativity that can float and become viral suddenly on digital, which you can't control as a company or as a person. On traditional medium, because people don't respond or cannot respond, the traditional method, all these televisions, letters, news, and books become or remain still more trustworthy. That's one small negative aspect, but there are far more better positives that we have for digital. Now let us understand the types, and here it is important. When we talk about digital marketing types, there are a few types out here. There are a bit more also, right? There's something called as, on the right side, let's see first, search engine optimization, viral marketing, search engine marketing, influencer marketing. On the left side, social media marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing. And all this is controlled by the content marketing under the digital. Now let's understand one very small aspect of these two. There is something called as search engine marketing. There's something called as social media marketing. There's something called as email marketing, and there's something called as affiliate marketing. These four, I repeat, search engine marketing. This is Google search mainly. Of course, there is something called as Yahoo search, Bing search, a lot of other searches are there. But the search engine marketing overall is termed under and known or more related to Google search. So whenever you run an ad or you run a search, right, you will ask which is the best college for MBA in digital marketing, for example. Yeah, there are a lot of options will come, but at the top there's something called a sponsored. You might see Imarticus MBA in digital marketing by Mangalam University, the top program in India for MBA in digital marketing. That is an ad. You go further down, you will see it again, but when it is sponsored, that is an ad. On the social media, you see a lot of ads on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. The ads that you see promoted, there's something called as promoted, is again an ad by the digital marketer of a particular company. Then there are a lot of emails that you get for promotions. There is affiliates, which is more of third-party sponsors or promoters of your programs or particular campaigns. Those are your affiliate marketers. This particular bouquet is paid marketing or performance marketing, where a company pays to run ads. As I told you earlier, as an example, if I have to target one Mehul who has interest in education in a city like Udaipur, I can still do that using some of these modes because I have those parameters. That is paid marketing or performance marketing. Then there is search engine optimization, content marketing, viral marketing, influencer marketing. These are the ones who are enablers of digital marketing or performance marketing. but not necessarily paid. It could be barter, it could be a friendship, a guest, anything, but not necessarily paid marketing. Guys, any questions on this? Because then I'll be moving to one last part.
Thank you, Mr. Mehul. There's one question from a person that's saying that we talked about a lot of latest trends and technologies shaping the digital marketing industry, but how he or she can stay update, in this particular field.
Yes. So I'll answer this in a very, very crisp way. The importance of education is to build a base from a university like KR Mangalam. It's a very wonderful, one of the top universities in India. After that, there is a saying in the world that learning is the only constant. So you have to ensure that you keep yourself abreast by following some top educators. You may follow KR Mangalam University, you may follow Marticus, you may follow a lot of other education brands also, it's okay, or any influencers, because they keep on posting a lot of latest trends, right? Like, for example, for me to keep abreast of internet, I follow one, Google Trends. Second, I follow Neil Patel for my search engine optimization and search engine marketing. These two I follow because I want to keep on learning. Plus, what I've done is that, like for example, currently I am learning digital, senior leadership digital from Kellogg University as a course, because that is something which is going to be keeping me abreast of the latest in digital marketing at the senior leadership level, right? So I also keep on learning even at this age. So we have to keep learning, because your strong base can come from a wonderful university like KR Mangalam, who has a lot of very, very good course curriculums in partnership with Marticus and other such brands also, who have given you something which is latest at that time. Beyond that, because world is changing, your technology is changing, you have to keep on following some other leader or take some upskilling course once in a while to keep yourself learned at that time with the latest technologies. That is very important. I hope it answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
We'll go to the last part in that case. Today, very important for us to note, if you see out here, there is something called as, career for a digital marketing professional, right? Normally, people start at year one of assistant manager who manages digital media content. It could be performance marketing, it could be non-performance or non-paid marketing. And then you move on further up the ladder. On the left side, on the y-axis, you see the annual salary, which is the approximate annual salary. It starts from about 4.5 to 5 lakhs, and it goes on right up to 60 lakhs currently. By the time you guys become your chief digital officers, it may go further up also, right? So it is, a very, very highly paid, lucrative career also. Of course, money is not important, but the latest technology or latest skill is important, because if you see this big circle right in front of you, 2.5 new jobs in 2023 only in India under the digital marketing ambit. So imagine the possibilities. 2.5 lakh new jobs in digital marketing in India only in this year. If I have to give you one more anecdote or a number, there are close to 88 lakh digital professionals in the world today. And the demand is growing. In the world, I'm saying, okay, demand is growing. But in India, it is less than 5% of that. Because in India, this is still a very, very powerful and growing skill area and a career area. Digital marketing is now booming in India, thanks to Jio, as I told you. And after that, of course, Airtel, there is Starlink, which is coming up. There are so many satellite internet companies also who are coming in India. It's growing and growing very fast. So mind you, this can be your career graph. Become a skilled digital marketing professional. Along with that, an MBA, and you are right up there in terms of demand. Your demand will shoot up the skies, right? I'll leave it out here, and I'll request Mr. Ahmed to go ahead, unless you guys have any questions, so that I can answer that.
All right, Mr. Mehul, we have another question based on the last few slides. And this person has asked what probably are the key skills and the qualifications that are required to have a successful career in digital marketing. So what basically they need to climb up the ladder?
Yes. So I'll tell you what, there are three important things. One is you need to have the understanding of the basis of digital marketing with specialization in at least one of the subcategories of digital marketing, as I told you, either paid marketing, content marketing, SEO, any one of them as master of one. And of course, then remaining, you have to have a very basic knowledge also, so that you are able to apply those skills in your job at the basic level. And then as you imply, you'll grow, right? So that's one, you have to have a basic knowledge. Of course, that's something which Mr. Ahmed and Meenakshi ma'am and Jyoti ma'am will take up further during this particular session. So that's one. Second, keep on applying those skills which you're learning across the plethora and keep on experimenting. Digital marketing is a lot about experimenting. So I, as a CMO also, today, if I have to give you one example, if I'm having a budget of 3 crore a month to use on digital marketing, I use 10% of it, which is 30 lakhs of it. And I tell my team that please use this for experiments, pivots, trying new channels, trying new ways, right? Because then only you learn, because digital is changing every day. I'll give you one example again. Google changes its algorithm every 6 months. The change is almost 25%, right? So it's changing. Likewise, Facebook is changing its algorithm every 8 months. It's again changing. You have to keep on experimenting to learn new things and implement for your own success and your company's success. That's point number 2. Point number 3, as I told you, keep on learning.
Sure, thank you. Just a last question from you. A student has asked that how he can leverage the social media platform to enhance his career opportunities in digital marketing. Your take and your point of view on the same.
Right. So very wonderful question. And I think that's one of the key points. Also one reason, because today's generation Z, which we call, who are in their final years or in the just completed their graduation, 80% of them are accessing social media every 5 minutes. That's a very strong factoid, which means if you have the basics of social media marketing skills, be it organic or paid, you will be able to learn a lot of new things on marketing also. And mind you, today in social media, video marketing has become much more important. So if you are planning to use your skills to become a social media marketer, focus on a lot of innovative video marketing. That's going to be very important for you, right? Because if you are not using video marketing, you will be left out. Instagram, I don't know if you're aware or not, but Instagram gives preference to videos as a first one in the post. So today, if you scroll on Instagram, you'll see videos more than static posts or ads. So if you want to become a successful social media marketer, use innovative videos, because videos are of different types: animated videos, reels of people's, transitional videos, which is more like showing a few pictures of mountains and seas and all that, and they are changing all over, and then it becomes a video. So this types of videos also is what going to be very important. So use video marketing on social to become more successful is what my answer is for now.
So thank you so much, Mr. Mehul. I think that was a very intrusive, presentation, and you touch base upon the very basics that are required, and particularly, to be successful in a digital marketing space. So thank you so much for your time. And I will now cordially invite, Mr. Ahmed Khalid. He's here with us already. And just to introduce Mr. Ahmed Khalid, he's a very well experienced sales and marketing professional. And he's heading the academic alliances at Ematicus Private Limited, and he has demonstrated a history of starting up and managing big sales and big marketing teams. He's quite skilled at requirement analysis, entrepreneurship, PLM management, and sales and marketing and networking, to name few. I see his long history of experience with many companies, and I think we are very privileged that we're going to get to hear from him. And I also see that he's an alma mater from IIM Bangalore. So we welcome you, sir, on behalf of KR Mangalam University. A very warm welcome. And I hand over my audience to you now. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Hemant.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi ma'am. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, Mehul, for your wonderful session as well. So I'll just share my screen and then I'll take it forward from there. Is it visible?
Sir, in the meanwhile, I've actually received a question from our digital marketing team itself. They're asking that we just heard the previous speaker saying that he gives experiment money to his team to find out more platforms where we can perform for our digital marketing. So they're actually asking me, how does that search turn out and what are they able to find out? Are there new apps that are coming up with performance of digital marketing as well? So if you could share some light on that.
Okay, sure. So since it is your digital team, they would know that even for them, more than 80 to 90% of their spends would be happening on the Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and search, or Google for that matter, Google ecosystem, which is display, discovery, and all that, right? 80 to 90%. The remaining 10% would be email marketing, database marketing, affiliates, etc., etc. 80 to 90% is more on these two traditional mediums, right? But we also know that it's become saturated. So that's where I keep on giving this extra money for them to try out different ways in which we can optimize the current spends on these two platforms, because we cannot ignore or avoid them. And second, what I have found out, and I can probably vouch for that, is that suddenly in the last 6 months, email marketing and database marketing has become much, much more powerful, right? That in sync with an automation or a drip via WhatsApp is helping. So today there are these WhatsApp bots wherein automated responses come in. We have created, and it's going to be launched in this month end, in July month end itself. We've created one entire automated counseling on WhatsApp by just clicking on the right questions and the right options for answers. So that we expect to contribute to about 15% of our revenue from this year end onwards. So that is what something we found out. Email marketing, which was earlier contributing to 3% of our revenue, has started contributing to around 7% today, and it will go up further. So these experiments help me to reduce my risk on the traditional platforms, which are becoming more expensive, and at the same time get new platforms for scaling up, because every organization wants to grow and digital is the first medium nowadays. So I have found out 3 new ways to scale up. These 3 are the ones. Happy to take it offline also whenever required.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, shall I take it forward? You are in mute, Meenakshi ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mehul. Over to Mr. Hemant. We look forward to hear from him. The slides are visible. Thank you.
Yeah. So what I will be doing is I will just walk you through the decks about Ematicus, what we do, and all about the collaboration with KR Mangalam University, and together how we have designed this program as well. So any questions, please put it out in the chat box. I'm happy to take it. So what is Ematicus? Basically, we are a global leader in higher education and upskilling firm. We are primarily focused on finance, analytics, and technology asset domains. So we look at finance, we have multiple programs like investment banking, fintech, etc. And in analytics, business analytics, data science, AI, ML, these are some of our renowned programs in the market. And on the technology front, we do multiple technologies, including digital marketing, full stack development, script, cyber securities, etc. as well. So primarily, we are focused on 3 major areas or customers. One is the corporates, where we work with close to about 250 corporates across the country, where we train their employees on multiple programs, right from campus to corporate programs up to the senior leadership level programs. And we also have multiple centers, retail centers across the country, where we train close to about 1,000 to 1,500 students in a month across these locations. And then comes the academia collaborations, where we collaborate with leading universities as well as institutions, and we run some specializations on the emerging technology front. So when it comes to the delivery, particularly with this particular MBA session, it's going to be 100% classroom. There is nothing online here. And we will be delivering it via industry trainers on KR Mangalam campus itself. So if you look at Ematicus presence in the last 10 years, we are there in about 15 major cities across the country. And there are also few tier 2 towns we are expanding as well across the country. So right from Jammu, Dehradun in the north to Cochin in the south, we are present in almost all the major cities across the country. And when it comes to our global presence as well, we are also having offices in Dubai and other MENA hub areas as well. And we are also actively present in 5 other countries where we do a lot of corporate trainings to different corporates out there as well. When it comes to our academic and alliances and partnerships, if you look at it, some of the big names out there where we have collaborated with, I'm Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Raipur, etc., where we are running a collaborative programs with them. And we have also collaborated with some of the leading IITs, including Roorkee, Guwahati, Delhi, and Patna, where we again collaborate with them to run some technical programs. So the top line with IIMs, we run a lot of management programs, and with IITs, we run a lot of technical programs in collaborations with them. We have also partnered with other private universities like KR Mangalam. We have also partnered with NMIMS, SP Jain, BIMTech, Chitkara, Jain, Manipal, and I could name another 20-25 institutions or universities across the country as well. We also have program partners for many of our programs, including which is all corporate partners, including KPMG, IBM, and Moody's, and Barclays, etc., etc. also. So this is about Imaticus. And when it comes to our clients, we work with closely about 500 plus clients who hire from us on a regular basis. So on a monthly basis, we do about 300 to 400 placements in all these companies across the country from across our centers and university collaborations as well. Okay, so when it comes to the program, what do we do? So I think Mehul has briefly discussed on all the areas of social media and digital marketing front. So what we are doing here is on the 2-year MBA program, Imaticus, as a collaboration partner, we will be handling 8 subjects in this 2-year program. So if you look at it on an average, you'll be doing 5 to 6 subjects in each semester. That comes to about 20 to 24 subjects. Out of that, 8 subjects are core digital marketing subjects, which will be handled by Imaticus. And the remaining management subjects, which are core management subjects, will be handled by KR Mangalam faculties or professors. Now, if you look at it, these are the subjects. I don't want to read it out, but if you look at it on a 360-degree front of digital marketing, it covers all the major areas of digital marketing, including mobile marketing, social media, content, right? And you have web design and development also as a part of the program as well. So this will help them from an industry perspective to excel on their career. And why KR Mangalam and Imaticus, right? So multiple reasons. I have a different slide as well to explain, but why Imaticus and what Imaticus supports here? One is that it is a futuristic specialization, right? Today, as Mehul has explained, MBA in marketing is incomplete without digital marketing added to that, right? Because no company is independent of digital marketing. Everybody today depends on digital marketing, even the core players, right? You take, for example, I used to give this example to KR Mangalam team as well, right? A lot of your students today come to know about KR Mangalam through a lot of digital channels rather than your other channels, right? So including all the FMCG companies to automobile companies today, you go to a bike showroom, right? Instead of showing a brochures or a pamphlet like earlier, they have a tab. They just open up their website because there is nothing separately as a paper form, etc. Right? Because it's all over now, and a lot of hoardings are going away. TV advertisements are coming down. So why this is happening? Because is that, as Mehul has explained, multiple reasons. But if you look at it, as a futuristic specialization, if you are wanted to do MBA in marketing, a simple MBA in marketing is not going to help at all without digital marketing integrated to that, right? And it is completely industry aligned curriculum. We look at it, all these subjects and curriculum is designed by industry people, and they have created this curriculum with real-time case studies as well. I'll explain to you about some of our case study partners also in this. But if you look at every single topic that we are going to handle, there is going to be a real-time case study from the industry. There are few examples we have provided from education side as well, but there are multiple case studies across the domain, right? How a FMCG company does, or how do they do in digital marketing front, right? Or what does an automobile company does in digital marketing front? what is a bank does in digital marketing front, right? So across different industry domain, you will be having real-time case studies, which you will be learning each of these topics here. And also we are helping all the students with summer internships in top companies to do direct hands-on experience in digital marketing as well. And our trainers are 100% from industry. So they are currently experienced with minimum of 10 years in the industry on the digital marketing domain. And they will be handling the classes physically in classroom at KR Mangalam University for this particular program. So that is another advantage what Imarticus program brings in. And every subject that you do has a capstone project at the end outcome. So rather than doing a one project, normally what happens on MBA, what they do is they have one project at the end of the program, right? Rather, what we have done in this particular program is every subject that you learn on the specialization part, you end up with a capstone project on that. So that is one of the key outcomes of this particular program. And we also provide assistance and assurance on the job opportunities as well. So post completion of the program, you don't really have to look for a job opportunity because that is coming right at you when you are in your final semester itself through Imarticus as well as KR Mangalam cooperations, right? So this is all that you get out of this program. And what we also provide is for the entire program that you do, you will be getting access to our learning management system. So Imarticus has its own learning management system, which is called Pegasus, which you will be getting an access throughout, where you will be getting all the case studies, assignments, assessments, content, the PPTs that you are getting in the classes, everything can be accessed through this one portal itself, right? So you get an exclusive access to the entire portal also. And other than that, we are also providing a lot of self-learning programs as well, right? So if you are interested, if you are someone who wanted to do digital marketing, but you also wanted to learn something in Python programming or something, right, to enhance your profile, these kind of self-learning modules will also be part of your LMS profiles as well. And this is the best part what we provide, right? So Imarticus has a vertical called Imarticus Game Studio, where we develop games for business purposes, right? So what do we do here? You will be getting access to this particular simulation game where you will be virtually running a digital marketing department for a company, right? So entire, in fact, including marketing as well, there will be marketing as well as digital marketing as part of it. So every single move that you make will have an outcome, right? Now, for example, you will be given a budget, you will be given an output, you will be free to spend that budget towards the outcome, what you are going to look for, right? Now, for example, let's take that you are given a 10 lakh rupee budget on this particular game. Now, your outcome is what? Let us take, for example, you have been, different people will be given a different industry, right? Now, you have been given a, let us take, you have been given a automobile industry, or you are given a bike as an industry, right? You have to sell bike. Now, how do you spend this 10 lakh rupee or 1 crore rupee marketing budget and achieve your sales outcome, right? So you are the marketing head now for this particular company. So you can put in any way, wherever you want, right? You can put in digital marketing, you can put a hoarding, you can put ads in IPL, whatever it is. All those are simulated here, and the outcomes are, you will be getting outcomes based on your inputs or decision that you are making in this particular game. So what exactly we are trying to do is, if you are going into a stepping into an industry, what you're going to do exactly that we are simulating as a business simulation game here, right? And you will be getting access to this game, and there will be a trainer to guide you as well. And at the end of the day, you see, right, you know, though everybody plays the same game, the outcome for everybody will be different based on your decision making skills, what you did and what you didn't fail to do, etc. Right? So you'll be learning hands-on. This particular module is there as part of your program as well, right? So the other thing that you get out of this program, all these programs are designed to get a Google certification as well, right? So every single paper that you look at it now, if you are doing a paper on digital marketing analytics, you can take a certification from Google Analytics as a certification, right? And you have Google Ads certification, you have fundamentals of digital marketing. So multiple Google certification can be done post learning each of the subject from the digital marketing end. So you are adding multiple certification from Google, which is internationally recognized, and you can put it on your resume as well. So these are our case study partners. This is one of the key things what Ematicus offers, right? Now you are getting a case study from partners like Tata Motors, HUL, and Cadbury. And the interesting part, you might think, right, why these partners, right? Why there is no, we could easily have Dream11 or whatever it is, right? A new age digital partners, etc. But what is interesting is this: if you see, these are giants of the traditional marketing environment, right? If you look at it, right, none of these guys were there. These guys were all there 50 years back, 40 years back, etc., doing traditional marketing. But the case study is all about how they came into digital and what happened after that, right? Or how successfully these companies have adopted into digital marketing side and how they delivered results out of it. So these are interesting case studies which you will be learning hands-on in your program as well, right? And the final part is, okay, all this is done, but what is the end outcome, right? We all know that there is only two outcomes after this, right? Either you walk out of the program after 2 years, you start your own digital marketing firm, right? Best outcome. That all these things are, you are going to learn about allocating a budget, doing what, etc., through a simulated game like this, if you are going to start your own firm. The second option is that you are going to look for a job in a digital marketing firm, right? So Ematicus has an exclusive career service division. So what we do there is we help you to prepare completely for your placement opportunities other than your regular programs as well. So you'll have resume building sessions. You will have mentorship sessions with industry mentors, one-to-one, who will be mentoring you on how to define or take your career forward in the digital marketing space. There will be interview preparation sessions, profile enhancements, right? Your program mentor, who have been allocated as your mentor, will be helping you to build your profile altogether, right? How it looks attractive, what projects you can put in over there, what you don't have to put in over there, etc. And then finally, there is placement opportunities, which Ematicus brings to you, as well as KR Mangalam brings to you, so that you will be able to walk out of the program after 2 years with a job on your hand. So this is all about the program that we offer with KR Mangalam. So if you look at it now, right, you might have a question: why should I opt for KR Mangalam? I could have gone for any other university, right? That is a primary question which should come to you. See, one thing which I want to say here is that, to be very honest, there is not many universities offering MBA in digital marketing as a program, right? It is very, very rare to find such a program in the market. So that is one advantage what we have in KR Mangalam. And if you look at it as a specialization, most of these universities are offering 3 or max 4 subjects in digital marketing. So it's not widely covered. But here we are offering close to 8 subjects, right? And this is about 250 to 300 hours of learning in digital marketing domain, what we are offering for you. And all these classes are 100% hands-on, right? Non-theoretical. That is where I'm repeatedly saying every single module has a capstone project. Every single module has a case studies, etc. And 100% it is hands-on, right? There's not very, very less theoretical part. I would say 10% theoretical part, but it is more about practical hands-on what you're delivering. But what other universities are offering today is that more of theoretical part with very less case studies or hands-on sessions out there. And with KR Mangalam and Ematicus collaboration, we're going to get faculties with 7 to 10 years of experience in the industry on digital marketing domain, and other universities wherein they are just providing their existing marketing academic faculties to handle this as well, right? So it's only a additional subjects that is being handled by the existing faculty. So there's a huge difference in terms of an industry person like Mehul or somebody who's coming in and training you on that core areas, rather than somebody from an academic part without an industry experience doing it. And we provide LMS access, case studies, and capstone projects, which I have already covered, certifications from Google and HubSpot, right? Internship, mentorship, and placement support. So all these are unique features what Ematicus offers at KR Mangalam program, and which will be a big differentiator than when you are taking it from any other university or a college on the similar program line. Okay, so I have briefed you about the entire program, and that's it from my end. If any questions, I'm happy to take it, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. I think it was very well taken up, and how you have highlighted that, that how we as KR Mangalam University, along with Ematis, we're trying to provide a kind of a platform to the students with more practical experience, with multiple certification opportunities, a continued mentorship from industry experts, which these days is very difficult otherwise to find, and more important, an approach towards an academia which is more case study based, and that is what is required. Will also help students to enhance their own profile, have an opportunity of internship and placement. So I think with along with KR Mangalam University and joining hand with the Ematicus Private Limited, it will certainly help each student who will be a part of this course to prepare them to face the challenges globally. So there are few questions which are there raised by the audience, and particularly looking at the courses. So this is for you, Mr. Ahmed, that there's a student asking that can the courses help me identify some of the strategies for creating compelling and engaging content across the various digital platforms, maybe such as social media, email marketing, and video marketing, to name few. And there's another question also, which is also related. Can the courses by Ematicus teach me effective strategies? If probably I want to become an influencer marketer tomorrow, and can it also helps me to build partnership with the key industry influencers? So over to you, Mr. Ahmed.
Yeah. So these are two parts of the thing, right? So basically we have a subject entirely on content marketing, which is going to cover the entire content development for multiple channels of social media marketing, right? Whatever that you are going to do. See, today content is the king, whatever we can say, right? Everybody knows today that if we are following somebody in Instagram, if you are following somebody in social media like Twitter or Facebook, we purely follow them for their content, right? Nothing else, right? So content is the king, and that is why we have created a separate paper as such for content marketing, right? And influencer marketing is another area which is also covered in our subjects as well. So how to become an influencer, to how to work with influencers, right? What kind of or who becomes an influencers, all these things are covered in the subjects that we are handling. It's part of the program. So that's a very good question. But as I said, like in what I'm feeling over and over again is that rather than more people coming out of this program looking for a job, there are more entrepreneurs who is going to come out of this program. That is what I strongly believe. So all these are part of the program, and they will be getting all the informations on the program.
Sure, thank you. So well answered. So there's one more question from the audience. There has been a lot talk about emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, chatbots, recently, and of course, which also enhances the customer experience and drive in a lot more results in digital marketing. So a student wants to ask that whether these courses, which would be conducted by the Ematicus particularly, will it help in understanding and leverage from these emerging technologies?
Yes, definitely. As I said, like, Ematicus is known for this areas only, right? AI, artificial intelligence to machine learning to fintech to this, all these are already integrated in the detailed curriculum for this. There is even a paper for digital marketing analytics as well, right? So how analytics is going to help the students to make better decisions in terms of the digital marketing areas also. And all those are going to be part of the subjects. Definitely, it's going to help you.
That sounds perfect. It's very exciting. I'm very excited to be a part of this course, to be very honest, and I really look forward that I get to teach the same batch who will be experiencing, courses with Ematicus. And as a marketing expert, it certainly excites me to a great length. So thank you so much for all the time, Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Mehul Raja. And I believe, these two sessions being very productive in terms of utilizing our time, and also to understand the nitty-gritties of what Ematicus is particularly offering along with our esteemed university, KR Mangalam. So, and I believe that this will definitely is going to help students, understand, and also to take, meaningful decision, while they pick up courses, particularly at their postgraduate level. So thank you both for this time. And with this, I'll probably get it over to Ms. Jyoti, and maybe from ma'am's permission, we take up a small slide presentation on our KR Mangalam University.
Thank you,
Ma'am Jyoti, would you like to say something? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mehul.
From one of our students, actually, he's an MBA student, and he's just asking, he has a very simple question. So, ma'am, it's a surety that we will get an internship and a placement both?
I think we should ask Mr. Ahmed.
That's the only thing that a student
Yes,
is.
yes. I would say no doubt about it. Again, in both the things, like, opportunities are for sure. Like, what is happening is that, again, as I said, right, I cannot offer to job to somebody who's not interested to take up a job, right? If he wants to start his own firm, or they have already got an offer, etc. So opportunities Ematicus provides on both angles, both in terms of the internships as well as in terms of the placements opportunities as well. And to be very honest, like, I think one thing which Mehul agrees is that there is huge openings around, which is still there for digital marketing, right? At Ematicus, I know one thing, that Mehul always hires, right? I don't know about other firm, but being an Ematicus, like, there is always positions open in digital marketing team, right? Which means that every single company, there is a huge need for digital marketing professionals out there to come and join there.
Perfect, sir, because this is one thing which is getting on the nerves for every student. They all want to know that where our future is going to be. Are we going to get the jobs or not? Because post the corona crash, the students have been a bit scared. So every time we talk about a program which promises them an internship and placement, they are very, very excited. They know that they have a career to look forward to, not just a job. So
Yeah,
thank
and
you
on
so
this, I'll
much
just
for
add
the
one more
session. It
point,
went
ma'am. That'd be
amazing.
nice to
Yes,
know.
sir. Yes, sir.
After COVID, pre-COVID, there were about 80 to 90,000 jobs in India in digital marketing. Today, we are at 250,000 jobs required, new jobs required, right? And there are just about 1.5 lakh people coming out with the required digital marketing skills. There's still a big gap of 1 lakh more people.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I second Mr. Mehul and Mr. Ahmed, and I have no doubt that, when they're coming for this course, and particularly when they'll be experiencing the courses from Ematicus and professionals who will be delivering it, they're definitely going to enhance the profile. And there's no way that, any company can refuse, to take our students. I'm excited, and I'm going to definitely recommend this course to as many as possible in my network before the seats get filled up, right? So thank you to both our esteemed guests. Thank you so much. And Jyoti ma'am, can we just take a quick
Yes, ma'am.
University, our esteemed university presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Students?
Absolutely.
So I'll just quickly share my slides. Just a moment, please. Need to close too many windows before that. I hope my slides are visible, right? Yeah.
Perfect, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So once again, welcome all the audience to this webinar. And I'm just going to take a very quick snapshot, of what our esteemed university is all about, what we do at KR Mangalam University, and how do we go about providing you the best of the best career opportunities. So we at KR Mangalam University, we have over 12 schools and over 150 faculties. We are spread across 26 acres of lush green campus, and we have all the modern amenities that you can dream about. We are very much industry-oriented curriculum. I'm sure you have witnessed one of this, when we have two of the esteemed speakers from Ematicus, particularly in the digital marketing space. We provide exposure to our students, not only to industry experts, but also to international, through international faculty and international experts, through foreign tie-ups with universities which are of high repute. So we have facilities which are available, and I must assure that even along with you, most faculties avail these transportation facilities. They're at par of excellence. We have fully furnished, centralized AC hostel. We have all classrooms which are very well equipped with modern audio video aids, and also they are well equipped with all the air conditioned and all eco-friendly amenities that are possible. So we have most of our faculties, almost 100% full-time staff. They have a rich industry experience, and they also come with lot global experience. Most of them have worked abroad, or they have degrees, from outside universities, and coming back to their alma mater, or coming back to their roots back in India, and providing their expertise to our Indian students. So we have most high-tech laboratories. We have projects which are very much interdisciplinary. When I say interdisciplinary, you basically have a full-fledged, kind of privilege to choose, and maybe to, get in partnership with other schools, whether it is physiotherapy, whether it is science-based, and think about something unique, maybe that you would like to do, even if you're doing an MBA in digital marketing. So we have a very well record in placements year after year, and we have students who have also availed 100% scholarship, and that has gone to the most meritorious and deserving students. So these are just the wide areas of the courses that we offer in engineering and technology, architect and design, and legal studies. All the details are there on the websites. If you want to know any, more in detail of any of these courses, you're most welcome to visit the website, or you can just walk up to our campus. We would be really happy to assist you. And even if you want to meet, let's say, faculty from a particular course, let's say you want to meet a faculty who specialize and deliver and transact courses in cybersecurity, you're most welcome to visit our campus. We will be very happy to arrange a meeting for the same. So these are the courses which we offer at School of Management and Commerce. We have just heard some of, two of the industry experts coming from Immaticus Learning and the MBA in digital marketing space that is being offered with academic support of Immaticus Learning. We also have some of the courses which are delivered through School of Basic and Applied Sciences, School of Medical and Allied Sciences, and BSc Agriculture from the School of Agriculture Sciences, to name a few. These are the courses which are offered from the School of Education, School of Humanities, School of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. This is also something which is very exciting. And, Ms. Jyoti comes from the School of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. You can see that how vibrant she is as a faculty. So you can expect the same vibrancy even in the classrooms. So we also have a School of Journalism and Mass Communication, and we also offer doctorate degrees in all the disciplines via these schools. These are the industry collaborations we have currently, particularly for transacting the courses. It's with IBM, it's with National Stock Exchange, NSE, Siemens, Xavier, Symmetrix, Immaticus that you just experienced right now, Grant Thornton, which also provides, partially degree and certification in UK affiliated, ACCA, EC Council, Oracle, Safe Express, GEC Global Foundation, and Imagine, to name a few. So we also follow, I'm thrilled to say this, that we completely follow the National Education Policy, the 2020 National Education Policy, as we have transformed our courses in such a way. So we provide a lot of flexibility to our students on the choice of courses, create, and be very creative in combining some of the subjects and disciplines. So for example, you want to study psychology, and you want to, you're majoring in, let's say, in MBA in digital, and you want to, probably minor up in psychology, because that will probably give you a more better opportunity, let's say, the kind of technologies that are used now in customer engagement. So you're free to do that. So NEP basically provide you that kind of a flexibility of combining the courses and the subjects. So our curriculum is very need-based, and it's structured in such a way that it can provide you multiple entry and multiple exit at any point of the time. And there is no hard separation between different areas of learning. So as I said, the multiple entry and multiple exit options that are available both at undergraduate and the postgraduate level. So you can avail a certificate, you can walk away with a certificate after completing a 1 year in a particular discipline. That means majoring in one discipline or a field. You can walk away after 2 years with a diploma or a bachelor degrees after a 3-year program. And if you decide to do a research or honors, and let's say, for example, in engineering, or maybe within, with a BBA program, you can walk away with a 4-year bachelor program with an honors or with a research, as a specialization. So in a 4th year, you will be either taking up, some kind of an industry projects, or you'll be taking up getting into a hardcore research area. And if you're in an engineering program, you'll be again going into some kind of a live industry projects with the industries. And that's how you walk up, with a 4-year bachelor program with a research honors in engineering. At a master's level, a 2-year program with a 2nd year, which is being devoted entirely on the research. You can, take that up after a 3 years bachelor's program, or you can take up a 1-year master's program as a student after completing a 4 years of bachelor's. The 4-year bachelor's, I mean to say a bachelor degree with research honors or maybe an engineering degree. You can also opt for an integrated 5-year bachelor's or master's program with an option to exit at the end of a 3rd year, and you can just walk away with a bachelor's degree. So there are multiple entry and exit levels. You can re-enter also a program after a gap. And all these details, if you want to know and you're at a particular stage, I would really welcome you if you can come and visit the campus and meet any of our, counselors there, and they can definitely help you shape up your career options and definitely also help you shape up that what exactly you should be taking up academically based on your prior degrees and prior qualifications. So we follow NEP, and that means we also follow very extensively and intensively the sustainable development goals. Our curriculum is designed in such a way that it touch base the majority of sustainable development goals, whether it is on gender equity, whether it is on industry innovation and infrastructure, whether it is an access to justice, whether we talk about quality education, whether it is work and economic growth, or reducing the inequalities which is lined up in the SDG 10, or if you look at the global partnerships, we also provide and touch base completely, accomplish the SDG 17 in that way. So that is how we pave and help, each of these students that come and enroll us. We ensure that when you come and enroll us as a student, at the end of the course, you walk as an employer, a capable employer or a professional in its own way. So to initiate and to also to enhance, the innovation and entrepreneurship development, we also have a KR Mangalam Entrepreneurship and Incubation Center right in our premises, and it helps to support you with networking. It helps you with deep learning, helps you with legal support that you require, helps you with co-working spaces. We also have co-working spaces right in our department as well, which helps, to foster innovation and incubation at our premises. We also helps to absorb you in a startup ecosystem, and it provides you full support with a lot of financial abilities that are there, helps you with design support of your, newly made startup, helps you to build up, connects with the other startups, and certainly helps you with mentorship, whether it is academic or whether it is industry. We also have a Center of Excellence in Robotics and Automation, which is in a collaboration with IIT Bombay. If you want to know more about this particular Center of Excellence, there's a very, dynamic, dynamic set of faculties who are, basically working in the center. You're most welcome to come and, talk to them. So they have, they have made certain drones, which are technologically automated. And they have also, invested their time and efforts in fish bots, surveillance drones, and the photometric drones. So all type of these things have been invented at KR Mangalam University at the Center of Excellence in Robotics and Automation. So we have a very innovative teaching and learning pedagogy. When I say it's innovative, what I mean to say is we follow a path wherein we expose our students to a very grassroots understanding. So if I want to understand the groundwater level, let's say, I would probably take my students to a nearby source where I see that there's a source. We make them experience that how the groundwater, is detected, how it is extracted out, and how then it finally take up a shape and how it can be transformed, how it can basically transform the lives of the nearby, people. So we also have developed, these smart ashrams in that way. And we see a lot life beyond academics. So, we say that if a student is all in classrooms, there is no fun. So at the end, there has to be some fun also. For that, we have, very interesting clubs which can help you build some connections. We also have Community Connect to our extension programs. We have Industry Connects to our placement and training department. And we also run very aggressive mentor and mentee programs. So each one of you, when the moment you get into KR Mangalam University, you're a part of our family. You've been allotted a mentor who is an academician or an industry expert. This person helps you to develop your career path for the rest of the 3 years or 4 years that we have decided to stay with us. So there's a lot beyond academics, and we firmly believe in that. So these are just a snapshot of our club and society. We have Chetna Society, E-Yantra, the Health Society, and NSS. You can look into, there are more details at their websites. This is just a snapshot of the sports and the hostel facilities that we have. And this is just a snapshot of some of the key international, tie-ups that we have with Middlesex University, the University of Plymouth, the Cardiff University. And we're also coming up to more universities tie-up particularly in Canada and in America. So you'll be finding a lot more courses also now in the coming few years, that we will also have some dual degrees and the possibility of the students to move after our bachelor's to the master's and be absorbed in any of the universities outside. So there's an international exposure that we promise to provide to our students. Our students have in the past visited the Cardiff University and also the university at the Wales, the west of England and Bristol in United Kingdom. And we also have very soon a batch going in, to the Plymouth University in the next month. We assure placement, and we have a 92% of placement records, wherein we have, a huge network in our recruiters list of, global Fortune 500 companies. If you need to know more details, you are most welcome to get in touch with our director's placement. We also provide scholarships as much as worth of 15 crore to most of our students who are meritorious, as well as have a proven record of being great achievers at academically. So that's all with this. If you want to look at the admission process, there is a step-by-step the process that is also available on the website. This is just a snapshot, and if you feel stuck anywhere, you're most welcome to call at any of our call centers number, and they get in touch with you immediately and help you be online and help you with the admission process. So that's all for now. And thank you so much for being at this webinar. We look forward that we welcome you at KR Mangalam University very soon. So thank you, and over to Jyotima.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the amazing session. And thank you so much, Team Amaticus, for such an amazing session from your end as well. I hope a lot of students will be posting queries for the same, because this does answer our main question: what about my future post my studies? So the webinar went very well. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you in the campus very soon, and probably have a demo session with our students again there as well. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.